Welcome to Solitaire, and thanks for joining us. At the start of these games, I prefer to play the column cards first, and of course try to save the early part of the draw pile for insurance. If possible, it's not going to be possible, at least our first go around in this game. The goal here is to try to, open up columns, so we can possibly move some kings around and open up more cards. And of course, build up the foundation piles, meaning get ace cards and maybe low cards and get them up into the foundation piles so we have more flexibility to solve or make moves. We want to increase flexibility. That's the early goal. And try to keep ourselves out of jams where we have flexibility to make moves and we can do stuff and figure out ways to solve this. Here we have a low card in the draw pile, a three of spades. Now, typically speaking, I try not to play low cards that are not in the foundation pile, meaning there's no ace of spades. Here you see a three of diamonds, but you don't see any spades. Now, the only exception I would make to that is unless there is a move that opens up a column, meaning we could open up this column right here. Or potentially it could help with resetting the draw pile, meaning there's no more moves left out of the draw pile, but if we play this three of spades, it would open up moves. In that case, I would consider playing this card. Otherwise, I would hold it because this can bottleneck toward the end of games a lot of times. Here, we are going to wait on this nine of diamonds, and the reason being is there's an eight of clubs right here, and if you look more closely, you'll notice there's a nine of hearts up top right here. If we can move this nine of hearts up top over to here underneath the 10, that would open up this column right here, and that would be a good thing because we'd open up another card and we'd have another space to put a king. And there we go. We move the eight of clubs, and now we open up that column right there, which gives us more space to move a king later on. We can move this queen. We can move the jack of diamonds. We're basically trying to just make all the moves we can right here and see what opens up. Again, try to save insurance from the back of the draw pile. We've got two kings in the draw pile right now, which is good because that means we can move them later on. Here, we would like to open up this column where the five of spades is. The trick is figuring out how to do it. If you'll notice more carefully, you'll see that there is a four of hearts right here. If we can move that four of hearts underneath the five of spades, that will allow us to take this five of clubs right here and move that up top. After we do that, of course, we can take this five of spades and move it back over there, and that would open up the column right there. In this situation right here, we are trying to open up this column right here. We specifically like to get this card flipped around. In order to do that, we need to move this five of diamonds up top first. But we can't do that right now because of the four of spades. Fortunately for us, we have two colors that are the same, two red fives. All we need to do, of course, is take this four of spades and move it over right there, and that will allow us to move this five of diamonds and, of course, move the six of diamonds and open up this column right here. Please note that with this draw pile, many games go unsolved at the end due to bad choices or quickly moving cards out of the draw pile That is without considering how it affects or impacts the reset. So don't just haphazardly move every card you see down below. Think about, okay, how does this impact how it resets? And can we move more of these cards out that we normally could not move? Eventually you can move these out, but you got to take this into consideration. Otherwise you're going to end up with a lot of games that are unsolved that could easily be solved. And of course, fortunately for us, we are able to avoid that. We can move the red jack. We can move the red queen. And now there's just a 7 of clubs. We have to move. What we'll do is move the 6 of clubs up top. And then, of course, move the 7 of clubs to open up the column. That should be a black 9 underneath it, if I'm counting correctly. And it is, which allows us to move the 8 of hearts down there. And, of course, solves the game. And, of course, that is going to wrap this up. I am signing out. Thank you for watching, and good luck.